In today's video, I'm making my cheesy cabbage casserole. I hope you come along with me while I show you how I put this together. Our garden is loaded with cabbage, so this was the perfect time to make this dish. This recipe calls for 1 medium diced onion. Now I need 1 medium head green cabbage, about 3 to 4 pounds, cored and chopped. And now I just want to take all of this over to the sink and make sure I rinse it really well. And now I just want to get as much water out of it as I can. Give that a good shake. I haven't bought one of these little racks. They are amazing. I just love it. I can put stuff on there for everything to drain, and it's just handy to have. I'm going to go ahead and take my cast iron pan. This is my large cast iron pan, and I'm going to put some oil in it. I'm going to put the cabbage and the onion in here and start cooking them. This pan works so good for this recipe. I can fit all of this in there. Now I'm going to put the lid on, and I need to cook it for about 15 minutes on medium heat. And I just want it to be fork tender. Once I get to that point, it will be done on the stove. And I'll check it from time to time, just give it a good mix, just to make sure everything's getting tender. And this looks good, nice and tender. We are ready to move on to the next step. Now I'm going to put 1½ teaspoons of garlic powder in. Grabbed a bowl, and now I'm just going to transfer everything into the bowl. Now I'm going to add a half a stick of butter in, which is a half a cup of butter. I'm going to put this in the microwave, and then it will be ready. Now I'm going to add a cup of milk into the butter. I'm going to add in 1/4 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. I need 1 teaspoon of black pepper. You can add a can of cream of celery soup or cream of chicken if you'd like. I tend to leave it out because there's so much cheese and it seems to work out good for me, but it's kind of a personal preference, whichever way you like to do it. I'm going to go ahead and add in 2 cups of this cheese right into this mix. And then I just want to mix that up. And now I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I bought this at Aldi's. Now I'll grab the cabbage and I'm just going to add that mixture in and give it a good mix. And then just dump it in there and give that a good mix. Bring everything together. I want to grab my casserole dish. And this is a 7 by 10 casserole dish. I'm just going to put everything in. You can spray the dish prior to putting it in, but I have never had trouble with it coming out. Now I'm just going to go ahead and spread 1 cup of cheddar cheese all over the top. Now I want to put a cracker crumb on the top, and I'm going to go ahead and melt 2 tablespoons of butter, and then I'll get my Ritz crackers out. I am going to go ahead and grab a bigger bowl. I'm just going to dump the rest of that in there. There's probably 25 crackers here. I'm going to go ahead and smash them up. You could get your food processor out for this, but I just feel like in the time it takes to do it, it doesn't take long at all. Once I get it the way I want it, I'm going to add the butter in and give that a good mix. This does take just a little bit of time. When I first seen it said 2 tablespoons of butter, I just didn't think that was going to be enough to pull this together. But it really does pull it together nice, and it's an easy, topping to put on. I'm just going to sprinkle that all over the top of this. Now this is going to go into a 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes. You want to make sure it's bubbly and all the cheese is melted. So I will do that. If it starts to look like it's getting too brown, I did come in and put a little foil on the top because the top was starting to brown. And now it is all done and ready to enjoy. This looks so good. All that cheese is melted in there, and the butter and all the topping. I love the topping on this casserole. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a bowl and a spoon, and I'm going to grab a piece out. All of the cheese and the butter. This is such a delicious dish. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hit the like button. And I want to thank you so much for watching today.